Hey, what's up? It's Frankie Palmeri, and you are watching Grasser Productions.
Welcome to Grasser Production. My name is Christina, and today we're going to have a little chat with Frankie from the brutal metal band Emmure. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
So, you're playing the EU Summer Tour 2018 right now, and the tour started about a couple of days in France, and I looked it up. You're playing like 8 shows in Germany. Mm-hmm. So we seem to really love having you here, right?
Well, yeah, it's great that people in Germany like the band, but it almost kind of turns out into like a logistics thing. Like a lot of bands, when they come to Europe, they play a lot of shows in Germany. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a good thing, but I'm not. I don't understand really why it's like that. But it is in its own way a blessing. So it's cool.
It's easy because we're a metal country.
Yeah, I just think there's so many markets to play, you know. So it's really cool that we're able to come here and spend so much time in Germany. It's nice.
Do you have an opinion on Germany?
Yeah, Germany is really a beautiful place, actually. I really like Germany. Right now we're in Nuremberg, in case anyone's not familiar where we're at. Nuremberg is beautiful and has a crazy history, and I was just walking around checking out all the old, like monolithic, like Third Reich buildings and stuff like that and everything. And yeah, it was cool. And yeah, so I mean, overall, Germany's a nice place. I like Berlin a lot, you know. The people are nice, like I say.
Cool. Yeah. So Miss May I and Noclus are going to support you today. We already got the chance to talk to Miss May I. So which connection do you have to both bands, actually?
I mean, I'm not really sure what you mean by connection, but I've known Miss May I, those guys for quite some time, since they started kind of touring the circuit and stuff like that.
That was what I meant,
And Knocked Loose. I've only recently made friends with them over the summer. We did a Warped Tour together in the States, and they're cool, nice dudes, and the band's great, so.
Okay, cool.
Cool to have them, yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your music video for Iceman Confessions. This one was released on April 23rd, I guess. And for me, it seems a bit like a cliche, so there's one guy killing everybody. In this case, it's you. But in the end, it's like he's been pushed into an electric chair by the people he killed before.
Yeah. So it's definitely a cliche, a trope.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's on purpose. It's supposed to be that way. I wanted it to be that because I mean, when you're doing a music video, you kind of have to figure out what you can do within the confines of like your budget and your time and what makes the most sense for the actual song. And so I thought that was kind of a good homage to do that kind of idea for that video. Yeah.
So how long did it take you to produce it?
It was all shot in a matter of like 2 days. I spent like 48 hours pretty much on 2 different sets. So.
So in another interview you mentioned the serial killer Richard Kuklinski. So how much of it is actually in the video?
Well, I mean, the song is loosely inspired by Richard Kuklinski and his story and the documentary series that was based on it. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that went off. Nice.
But that's probably the ghost of Kuklinski right now, giving me a little nod. Yeah. So I mean, the video in its own way is kind of like a little depiction of that kind of scenario too, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So if you compare the music videos for Iceman Confessions on the one hand and Natural Born Killer on the other hand, what do you think? What is more Emmure? Is it a live performance video or a scripted one?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I enjoy doing both. Both are fun in their own way. I mean, the live video, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm just kind of doing whatever I do on stage, and then there's a video for it. So I'm not as involved. Whereas with something Iceman Confessions, I'm very involved. I'm like not directing, but I have.
Was it your idea?
Yeah, but I implement like the ideas and try to make sure that visually it all comes together. So it's 2 different roles I'm playing there, but essentially, as long as the people like the videos, that's all that really matters. Yeah.
So you played it very well.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'd like to quote a reaction video of the YouTuber Galactic Criminal. Do you know him? It's just a YouTube guy who's commenting on different music videos.
Well, I appreciate him.
He compares your video from Flag of the Beast with a Limp Bizkit album, which is called $3 Bill Y'all.
Cool.
Yeah. And to cite him, he said, if Limp Bizkit went more into metalcore after that, they would sound like this. So,
That's cool.
like you.
Okay.
Does it sound reasonable for you?
It's a cool comment.
Yeah.
I consider it a compliment in its own way, so it's nice for him to say that.
Yeah. You also told the guy from KM podcast, I think it was also interviewed.
KM, yeah.
KM, yeah.
Tim. Hi, Tim.
That you discovered Limp Bizkit at the age of 11 or 12, I guess.
Yeah.
And after that, you decided to join a band. Is that a coincidence? Or is it, again, Kuklinski saying hi?
You mean it's a coincidence based on that person's comment? I don't know, I guess. I mean, I draw heavily from my influences, so if people hear that or recognize that in our music, then I think it kind of speaks for itself. That, you know, I don't shy away from the things that I grew up loving and still enjoy today. So, yeah, coincidence, I guess.
Yeah, you did it also with the song Smokey, right?
A video for the song? There's a video for that song as well, yeah.
All right. Yeah, so let's finally talk about the whole album. You also did a track-by-track commentary on Spotify, and but I still have a few questions for you.
Sure.
So the first track of the album is named "You Asked for It." So what did we actually ask for?
Yeah, it was kind of like a way to describe the reintroduction of the band and of the album, kind of like, you know, people saying like, you know, what's going to happen, what's going to happen, what's going to be like, what's going to be like. And then the first track is called You Asked For It. So I think it kind of speaks for itself, to be quite honest. Yeah.
So there we go, Tasty Riffage. Bam.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Okay. And why did you choose the title Look at Yourself? So should we mirror ourselves more often, maybe?
No, there's a lot of reasons why I call it Look at Yourself. Some deeper meaning than others, but for other people, it can mean a bunch of different things. I mean, I honestly, to be quite honest with you, hate explaining things like this, because I think that when you explain something, you kind of kill the art of it, and you kill the experience people get from making up their own idea of what it means. Look at yourself can mean a bunch of different things, and that's kind of why it's called that. It could mean, you know, people to be. It's supposed to be about, you know, being introspective and basically, like you're saying, looking at yourself and dissecting yourself, and that's kind of what the album does lyrically and stuff like that too. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really too much to kind of dive into other than that. You know, if people take away something from it, then that's really what the message is. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have also a label called Redzone Records, right? And you promote bands like Sentence to Burn. Actually, I looked them up and they're really awesome.
Yeah,
so
thank you.
Good,
they're
good
great.
choice.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
What I'd like to know is, do you have any advice for newcomer bands or underground bands?
Depends what they ask me. I don't have any just off the cuff advice. If they were to ask me advice on a particular subject, I could give it to them.
So, what is maybe the most important thing when going to start like a business out of it?
Don't start a business out of it. don't let that be the reason you start a band.
Done.
I mean, start a band because you love the music. You know, if you want to be successful in music, you have to first love what you're doing. Yeah. You know, there's people that are actually like really good at like being an artist, but then again, they can also like not be very well at promoting themselves or doing the other side of the music industry. But then there's people who are really good at the music business, are great at networking and getting their name out, but the music they make isn't very good. Yeah. So I think first and foremost, just kind of love it, fall in love with music, and then if you're lucky enough to meet some people that can share a vision with you, then you know you can make something out of it.
Be good at what you're doing.
More or less, just enjoy it and do it for the right reasons. You know, don't expect anything, because there is no red carpet, there is no easy way, there is no like train ticket to the very top of whatever kind of
Yeah.
idea you have of success. You need to just kind of like enthrall yourself with the idea of performing and just loving what you do. So I think if in life in general, if you follow a good feeling and you keep doing what it is you love, it'll take you in the direction you need to go.
So what are the right reasons for you?
Everyone's got their own thing. I mean, for me, I just fell in love with music. I didn't nothing. There was never another idea in my head except to get on stage. I never, like, nothing ever else clicked in my head. So I just kept following that feeling. And for some people, it's not getting on stage. For some people, it's acting. For some people, it's drawing. For some people, it's BMX. And you keep doing that thing, it'll take you where you want to go. So that's my advice in general, is for anybody.
Okay, cool. Well, what else can we expect of you in 2018? What are you going to do next?
2018 is almost over, unfortunately. We're in July. We only got a couple months left.
We got June. Do we got June?
We're about to be in June. Was it still May? No, it's June right now.
No,
I'm talking about June.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, next the way I look at things is that like it's already over.
Yeah,
you know, like it's already July now because I already know what my month's going to be like. So we have one more tour going on at the end of this year. That'll be in the States, and then that's kind of it for 2018. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know any further plans for next year?
I don't know. We might get to writing a new album. Might do another European
That sounds
tour.
interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So thanks for taking your time.
No problem.
That's it. All right.
Cool.
Bye bye.